Hi, I've been asked to do a introduction to therapeutic Lego. So here we go. Most of our students seem naturally drawn to Lego. Students with autism, ADHD, complex learning difficulties or other learning difficulties often like rules, routines and structure. And therapeutic Lego answers these needs. At our school, there were 3 different levels of therapeutic Lego: individual, collaborative, just pairs, and group, for 3. Therapeutic Lego sessions in our school lasted between 20 minutes and 40 minutes and was delivered once a week on the same day and at the same time. If you're going to introduce a therapy into your school, it has to be timetabled and it cannot be stopped without preparing the student beforehand. If the member of staff is absent, for instance, then the student needs to be treated with respect and told in advance of when that session would be and why it's been cancelled. If you have a behavioural incident because you didn't deem it necessary to tell them, then you only have yourself to blame. Any therapeutic session is as important as a class lesson. In some instances, it's even more important. Students should be prepared by a social story before their first session of therapeutic Lego takes place. And Lego rules are introduced to students participating. Rules and instructions should be visual. For pupils taking part in therapeutic Lego sessions, parental consent should be sought, and each pupil should have a therapeutic Lego folder with signed consent forms in it, attendance kept in there, communication placemats, IEPs, individual education plans, annual targets, school therapy and evaluation forms, and pupils' communication placemats, their sensory information on them, their IBPs, individual behaviour plans, positive handling plans also need to be included if they're used in this folder. Pupils should be allocated into one of the different levels by the Lego therapist. So the Lego therapist and the class teacher may have decided they need an individual session for a while, or they may move up to 2 into a collaboration one where there's pairs, or they may be able to go into the group one where there's 3 peers, which helps them to learn to get along with others, take turns and so on. Checklists of skills at this level are always provided. And you should see behind examples of these behind me. The formats are also provided, and these formats should be provided during the session. Visual timers in the form of sand timers, electronic timers, clocks, or visual reminder cards should be used to support the pupils throughout the session. So I'm going to give you a suggestion for a therapeutic Lego format for a session for a group. And this would be a 40-minute session. So the introduction would be 2 minutes where you greet, and there'd be the rules or the set goals gone over. The Lego set building for 15 minutes, which would be from one of your Lego kits that you've got, with visual building plans that you would provide, and they would take it in turns to perform the set roles, which are: role 1 is the designer, who tells the others what to build. Role 2 is the sorter, who finds the right Lego pieces needed. And role 3 is the builder, who puts those pieces together. Once that is finished, that 15 minutes, there's a Lego freestyle building for 15 minutes, where the pupils between themselves agree on a Lego project and build collaboratively, take it in turns to perform still those set roles, but without the visual instruction sheets now. Then there's a tidy up time of 5 minutes, and then there's a circle time of 3 minutes where they show the Lego creations and there's certificates and prizes awarded. During each session, children take it in turns to take on the roles that I've just told you about: designer, sorter, and builder. These jobs should be on display during the session to remind them, and they should have a visual representation of it. Now, there are therapy play rules, and so these that we have used in the past, and you might like to copy, Clean up and put things back where they came from. Do not put Lego bricks in your mouth. Build things together. If you break it, you must fix it or ask for help to fix it. If someone else is using it, do not take it. Ask first. Use an indoor voice, no yelling. Keep your hands and feet to yourself. Use polite words. Clean up and put things back where they came from. I hope you found this introduction to therapeutic Lego useful. Please let me know in the comments below, and it would be great if you wanted to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for listening. Take care.